Okay, after that, how TypeScript program is composed, that means what things you can write inside the TypeScript, we will see. So inside the TypeScript program, we can write or create the modules, we can write the functions, we can declare the variables, we can write some of the statements, expressions, we can write the commands. So these all things are composed, or these all things are you can write inside the any TypeScript program. So these things are possible. So modules can contain the program which is exportable to any other TypeScript program. So modules can contain the classes, interfaces, or variables, anything inside the program that is exportable. So that is nothing but the module. We will see one by one. So some basic identifiers in the TypeScript. This is our first point. It's a fundamental of the TypeScript. Valid identifiers. So you know the programming rule to define the identifiers. So when you define any variable name, function name, class name, so these are some of the valid identifiers. So look, first is your first name. This is the identifier, and this is a valid because starting with the alphabet. This is used as a camel notation. Here it is used as a camel notation. F is small, N is capital. So how Java works, Java follows the camel notations for the programming purpose. So here this is a camel notation. This is also valid. Yes, the first underscore name. So special symbol is applicable, only underscore. Other special symbols are not applicable to define the valid identifier. Num1 is num1 is also valid. Why? Because starting with the alphabet and ending with the number. Numbers you can write in between the variable name, not except starting alphabet. And then this is also valid. Yes. So dollar symbol is used, and this is valid in a TypeScript. Okay. So dollar symbol is used in the result. This is valid identifier. Now if you compare here, invalid identifiers, var, this is not valid because it is a keyword available in a TypeScript. First space name, this is also not valid. Yes, space, it is not allowed in any identifier. This is programming rule. Then first hyphen name, this is also not valid. Yes, hyphen is not also available in any valid identifiers. And another is a one number. So one number starting with the number and then alphabet, this is also not valid identifier. So valid identifiers, the simple rule is start with the alphabets or the special symbols, only underscore or dollar here is applicable, and then any combination you can give it except space in between the two words. Okay, so this is valid identifier. This is the rule for the valid identifier. Now next, some of the keywords are listed here for the TypeScript. So look at, so many keywords are there. So keywords are the predefined. This is having a specific meaning in the program. Yes. So compiler will having some specific attention to the keywords. So we have to use the keywords in a proper way, otherwise compiler will give you the error. So break as, any, switch, case, if, throw, else, var, number, string, gate, module. So many keywords are there. Every keywords having their own advantage, own use, where to use. There are some certain rules to use it. We will see. Okay. Now the type. So what is a type? Basically, when you define a variable, so that variable we have to define with the specific data type, right? So here the types are categorized is like this. You have first any type. That means if you use any as a keyword into the program, then it belongs to the any type. So any is a keyword available in TypeScript. So in that, any variable name is equal to, you can store any data type. So this is basically super type for the all data types. Okay. And then it is categorized especially it is categorized into the built-in types and the user-defined types. So built-in types, so user built-in types is basically it's a numbers, string, boolean, void, null. Undefined is also available in a TypeScript. This is a new, yes. And user defined, it includes the arrays, enums, classes, interfaces. User defined means the user, as per the user requirement, user design the combination of the multiple fields, multiple data types, and then it binds into the one type, right? So it is like array, it's a enum, classes, and interfaces. Okay, so this is your user defined type. So user define the type if the built-in types are not suitable. It's a combination of multiple data types. Okay, so any type is the super type of all types in a TypeScript. It denotes dynamic type, so you can store any type of data. Using any type is equivalent to opting out of the type checking for a variable. At the compile time, it checks what type of data you are storing into the any type. Okay, so now we see the built-in types. So it's a number, string, boolean, void, null, and undefined. Number, which takes the double precision 64-bit floating point number. It can be used to represent both integers and the fractions. So you can store the whole number or real number inside the number. Next is your string. So it's a sequence of Unicode characters. So it is a represents a string. In a double quote you can give it strings. Boolean, to give this some flags, you can use a boolean. Its logical values true and false. You can use a boolean as a data type. Void is used for the specifically if there is no return value for the function, right? So use on function return types to represent non-returning functions. Okay, so void is used. Null basically if you want to assign the sum of the objects uh, where there is no value, right? So it is null. So it is not intentionally, it is absence of the object value. So there is no value inside the object. So that is nothing but the null. What is the difference between undefined and the null? So null is there is no value. Undefined means there is a value but it is not initialized. Okay, so denotes value given to the uninitialized variable. So this thing is new. We will see at the time of program what is the difference between null and undefined. Okay, so don't worry about the null and undefined, it's not at all difficult. We will see at the time of demo. Okay, so user defined types include the new enumerations like enums, the classes, interfaces, arrays, and tuples. It's what is tuple? So tuple is the combination of the multiple data type, right? So in a one row, if it contains the number of values and the type of each value is different, that is nothing but a tuple. So tuple in a database, normally the definition is a tuple is nothing but the row. But what is a row? A row which contains a single record, and that record may contain the combination of the various data types, right? So that is a tuple. So that is also available in a TypeScript. That is also new, right? We will see. Okay, now some of the examples how to declare the variable. Now in a TypeScript, look here how to declare a variable var name colon, and now what is the type of the name is a string. And now little bit syntax is different than normal programming languages like C, C++, Java. So here it is a little bit different. Var name colon string equal to Mary. So what is this Mary? It's a value of the name. And what is the type of the name? Is a string. And this name is nothing but the variable. So this variable stores the value of a type string. So look at here. The variable is a string type, but there is no value. The variable value set to undefined by default. So now in this case, this name is undefined. Is it a null? No, it is not a null. It is undefined, right? So there is no value, right? It is not a null. Null you can, if you want to define it null, you equal to, you can give it null, okay? But it is a undefined. Now var name is equal to Mary. Now this is another way. So here data type you are mentioning, here I am not mentioning data type. Now the variable type is inferred from the data type of the value. Here the variable is of a type string. That means here automatically the type of the name is considered. So compile, at the time of compiler will identify what is the value of the Mary. It is a type of string, and then automatically string data type is assigned to the name. So here colon string is not given, then also name is considered as string, because Mary, that value is a type of string. So that is the way. The fourth way is variable name. The variable data type is any. Now in this case, in a name you can store any type of data, because here you are not mentioned any type of specific data type, colon string, colon int, colon number, no. Okay, so here you can store anything. Its value is set to undefined by default, so it is also undefined, and var denotes it's a variable, but it is not of any specific type, it is any type. Okay, so what is variable? Variable is is a definition, is a named space in the memory that is stored a value. In other words, it acts as a container for the value in the program. Okay, now this is an example. So variable in TypeScript, now look at. So first his name is John, the score, now its type is a number, it's a 50. Now score 2 is also number, but it is a whole number, it is a 42.50 is a fractional number, it's a real number. And now you are doing a sum, variable sum is equal to score 1 plus score 2. Now number plus number, sum is number, right? And now look at console.log, name is equal to name. So this statement is used to print the output on console. So console.log, like in Java we are using system.out.println, in a C++ we are using cout, like this. So console.log name, this is the hard-coded string, plus name, it's a variable. What is the value for this variable? Is a John, right? So console.log name John. Now here console.log for score 1, what is value of score 1 is 50, what is value of score 2 is 42.50, and now what is value of sum? It is a, right, the addition of two numbers, so it's a 50 plus 42, it's a 92.50, right? So it's 92.50. So we have to write this program into the TypeScript file, then we have to compile it, then we have to execute it. So we will see the output. So we will see what is the output of this. We will type it and we will see. Okay.